Hello everyone, my name is Jane Stewart and I'd like to welcome you to today's session. I'm the Director of Foundation Year Program that we run here at Monash College, and it's so great to have you along, and it's so great to be able to show you some of the aspects of how we approach our teaching and learning here at the college. I'm really pleased that you've been able to join us today to get a first-hand look at our virtual classroom and how it operates. While our international borders remain closed, providing high quality education for all our students remains our priority. And to be able to provide our students with a high quality education, and that we're delivering this through a blended online virtual classroom to provide new students starting their studies with an exciting way of learning. It is our commitment to provide new students starting their study with us offshore with the opportunity of a guaranteed pathway into Monash University without slowing down their education journey. The Foundation Year program enables students to gain a direct entry into the first year of an undergraduate degree in any of the 10 faculties at Monash University upon completing the Foundation program and meeting the relevant entry requirements. Our online environment is built on the same approach that we use in our face-to-face classes. The same teachers, the same curriculum, and the same support is available to help our students to learn. In fact, we've actually strengthened our support model so that students receive a tailored individual support from experienced teachers who can help them with specific concerns that they might have in their studies. We also have learning advisors, counsellors, student engagement specialists, all dedicated to supporting and encouraging our students. In today's virtual classroom, taste assessing, one of our Foundation Year teachers, Sezer Yazar, will be taking you through an introduction to human evolution. And you'll be hearing from a Foundation student, Ryan, as he shares his experiences in the virtual classroom. So you'll get to hear and experience a teacher, and you'll get to hear and talk to one of our students. We'll also talk about the support services available to students to make sure you have the best possible experience at the college. Our team has one goal in mind: to give you a fantastic learning experience that sets you up for your undergraduate studies. Now I'm going to hand over to Sezer, and I look forward to you joining us here at Monash College virtual classroom and then in face-to-face on campus once our restrictions are lifted. Sezer, over to you.
Hey everyone, thank you so much, Jane, for that introduction. Again, my name is Sezer, and I'm glad that you can join us here today for this taster class in human evolution. So today I'll be trying to show you what it's like learning and teaching through Zoom here at Monash College. So that's what we are here today to do, and I'll be a teacher for a little bit throughout this session. So you'll see that there is a chat function that's available on your screen. Maybe it's on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And that chat function, please use that chat function to send any of your questions. And we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. We might also ask you for your details so that we can follow up. So again, welcome to the taster class, and let's get started. So hopefully you're able to see my screen at the moment. And as I said, this is an introduction to human evolution. So of course, we're not going to cover all of human evolution, but I'm going to give you a little taste of what it's all about. So before we get into any detail, I just thought we'd do a bit of a quiz and see what you know about human evolution. So here I've got a few pictures, and you can see that I've got this first one here, Homo neanderthalensis, and I've got this Australopithecus afarensis, two ancient human ancestors. I just want to ask a few questions, and the questions are, what is the alternate name given to modern humans? So that would be me, you, Jane, everyone. And who is our closest human ancestor? So I'm just about to send you a little quiz or a poll. Here it comes, and I'd like you to just answer and provide an answer that you think is most correct to these two questions. All right, so here comes the poll. Look on your screen. All right, right now on your screen, you probably see a poll. And let's see, I'll give you a bit of a minute to think about those questions. On my end, I can see quite a few answers coming. Yep, keep them coming. So it's okay if you don't know the answer. That's the whole point of being in a biology class or a class like ours. We're here to teach you. And let's just see what we all think. There are about 42 of us. It's looking quite interesting on my end in a good way. So let's see what happens. I'll give you a couple more seconds to put your answer in. So if you can't put your answer, remember it's a little box. All right. I'll give you a few more seconds for those last few people. Again, you can even guess if you like. All right. I might stop it there. Sorry if you couldn't put your answer in. We just got a limited time, but here we go. Let me show you what everyone thought. So right now I'm sharing the results with you and you can see what we all think. So most of us, for question number 1, what is the scientific name given to humans? Looks like most of us say that that is Homo sapiens, and you're correct. Some might argue with me and say it's Homo sapiens sapiens, but Homo sapiens is definitely the correct answer. Homo erectus, 6% of you said that. Definitely, we are related to Homo erectus and Neanderthals, but our species name is Homo sapiens. So well done there. Question 2, who is our closest human ancestor? And this one's a bit tricky because when we think of ancestors, sometimes we do think of other non-human primates like chimpanzees. I understand why 39% of you said that. And most of you have said Homo neanderthalensis, also known as Neanderthals, which is the correct answer. All right, thanks for that. Sorry to put you on the spot, but here we are. So when we think about our human ancestors, we just mentioned a few of them. In particular, this one here, Homo neanderthalensis. Now, Homo neanderthalensis is more commonly known as a Neanderthal, or Neanderthal, as some people might say. And this is an artist's impression of a Neanderthal, but you can see the similarities between maybe modern humans like ourselves and Homo neanderthalensis. This is our closest human or ancient human ancestor. They are closest in geological time to us. Australopithecus afarensis, here's another one. Again, this is an artist's impression of what Australopithecus may have looked like at the time, but this is a human ancestor, just a really, really old one. Probably roamed the earth about 3 to 4 million years ago. So let's look a little bit more at all of these different human ancestors that exist. And the more official name for human ancestors that you can see up there is hominins. So this is like a family tree. That's what we're looking at, or sometimes known as a cladogram. If we look at the very bottom here, we've got the number 6. At the top here, we have the number 0. This here is the present time. So right now, with you and me, everyone right now, that's what that 0 means. And you can see that Homo sapiens, that's us, we are existing. We exist. We have not gone extinct. But our human ancestors like Neanderthals, Heidelbergensis, Homo erectus, and the like, they've all actually gone extinct, but they do exist. They exist in the form of fossils that archaeologists will dig up from the ground and find these different fossils. And we get to study these fossils. We actually have a few fossils, well, replicas, that we get to study in biology at Monash College. So you can see there's that blue group, and all of that blue group, they all have the same genus labeled H, which just stands for Homo. Then we have this other group of ancient humans that you can see, and that A that you see in all of them means Australopithecus. So that's another genus or another group of ancient humans. And they have different skull structures. So you can see all of these skulls, and their skull structures are a little bit more ape-like and less human-like. and they're definitely much, much older in the time scale. So you can see Australopithecus anamensis, this one, probably about 3 to 4 million years old. Okay, so I'm going to show you now an actual fossil, which has also a few non-fossil features. What does that mean? The white stuff you see is definitely fossilized bone, which was collected by a bunch of scientists, archaeologists, and the black stuff or brown stuff is just plastic, maybe 3D printed plastic. So this is here Australopithecus afarensis, so a very old type of human ancestor, roaming about 3 to 4 million years ago. So what I'd like you to do, if you can, just in the chat box, and I know there's a few things happening in the chat box, but just quickly in the chat box, think to yourself, look at that skeleton, and maybe just write one thing down that you can see that is quite different about that skeleton compared to a modern human skeleton. So I'll give you a minute to just think, look at that skeleton. Again, no wrong answers. Just write what you see into the chat box. So feel free to, any answer will do, just like you did with the poll. Yeah, here they come. All right, I've got a few private messages, which are just coming to me. That's fine. And the private messages are saying, for instance, that we have very, very long arms. So this ancient human has very long arms compared to its legs, and that's right. Again, a private message in the chat is saying to me that there are very long fingers as well. So there are some features here that are clearly different to modern humans. Another thing that, there we go, another one in the chat, a very large jaw. So large jaw, which is much larger than modern humans. Okay, so that's just a little bit about our family tree. Whoops, sorry about that, I've just dropped my pen. But that's just a little bit about our family tree in terms of human ancestors. Now I'd like us to do another bit of an activity. And to do this activity, I will send you a link. So if you could just bear with me as I send you what is called a Padlet link. Now, Padlet is something we use quite a bit in our classrooms, online classrooms. And Padlet is a really easy way for us to work together or collaborate together on a piece of work. So I'm just about to send something in the chat. Here it comes. So in the chat, you will see this link. So if you don't mind, could you please just click on that link in the chat and it'll take you here. Okay, so I'll just wait a moment as you click on that link in the chat. Okay, so your next activity is to think a little bit more about the other types of what we call primates that we are related to. So primates, we are primates. Primates include a large variety of different animals, but maybe this is the first time you've heard of the word primate even, but what I'd like you to do, if you can please, is answer these two questions. The first one is name a primate, and the second one is identify a feature that is shared by all primates. So to do that, the easiest way to do that is to just click on this plus button, and once you've clicked on the plus button, you can write down your answer. You can write your answer down in the title section if you like, or even where it says write something. You don't have to put your name, that's up to you. But again, I'll give you a minute now to add your answers by pressing the plus button to those questions in bold. All right, we're getting some here. Good. Getting gorilla, getting chimpanzee, excellent. Orangutan. My students always tell me how to pronounce orang-utan. I always pronounce it wrong, but it feels like the word is obviously something that has a specific pronunciation. So students are always helpful with that stuff. Chimpanzee, gibbons, excellent. So we're getting monkeys, lemur. Someone said lemur, something that often students don't say. So well done there, gorilla. Okay, you can try the next question. Okay, next question. We have a special thumb. Yes, we do. It's quite special. We can do this with our thumb. So lots of primates are able to move their thumb like this. So this means that our thumbs are what we call opposable. And it's not just us. If you go to the zoo next time and you're seeing an orangutan or a chimpanzee, then have a look at its thumb, have a look at its hand. You'll find that it's very similar to yours. Nails that aren't claw-like, I like that answer there. A tail. Some of them have tails, that's right, but some of them don't. Think about yourself. Do you have a tail? Probably not. Large brains, opposable thumbs, great. Skull structure is different. Hands for grasping. The shape of our nose, possibly. Excellent. So it looks like we all know a little bit about primates, which is excellent, because we will, in our course, study not just human ancestors, but also those other primates that we are related to. Thanks for that. So that, again, that's an example of a type of activity that we would definitely do in an online classroom with you. Thinking just a little bit more about the primate family tree, just to give you a few more examples of primates, you can see that there are lemurs, lorises, tarsiers, New World monkeys, Old World monkeys, lesser apes, orangutans, gorillas, chimpanzees, and bonobos, and then us, humans. So you can see that family tree. This time it's missing those ancient humans, and we are just thinking about the other primates that we are closely related to. We all know that these primates actually exist. So they are not extinct. Ancient chimpanzees and ancient gorillas and ancient orangutans also used to, once upon a time, exist, and their fossils actually exist as well. But often we just don't really mention that much, I must say. We're always focused on human ancestors, but these are some primates. So again, if the next time you go to the zoo, look at a lemur. You may not look at a lemur the same ever again. Lemurs are primates. Look at their hands. It's quite amazing. Their hands are just like yours. And you are definitely more closely related to that lemur than you are, say, to your dog or your cat. So that's interesting stuff, I think, and worth thinking about the next time you go to the zoo. All right, so that's just a quick snapshot of our ancestry in terms of human evolution and primate, the different primate species that we are aware of and that you'll get a chance to talk about in class. So now we'll hear from Ryan. So Ryan is one of our students, and he's going to talk about his experience while studying in the virtual classroom. So I'll hand over to Ryan now, who will talk a little bit about his experience. Over to you, Ryan.
Thank you so much, Sezer. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Ryan, and I am from Saudi Arabia. I'm currently in my last semester of the foundation year in Monash College. And today I'm excited to share with you guys some of my experiences in studying in Monash College, especially in the virtual classroom. So first of all, we all know that sometimes online classes can be a bit boring or tiring. However, in Monash virtual classrooms, there are many enjoyable tools such as digital whiteboards, screen sharings, and some reaction emojis that we can use. I also enjoy using the Monash Moodle learning system, where I can access a lot of videos, readings, and lecture slides to help me in my learning and revisions. Also, my virtual classes are conducted via Zoom, and the breakout rooms feature gives us plenty of opportunities to interact with one another, particularly when we're doing group activities or tasks. The teachers in Monash College are super helpful and always make time to interact with us and test our understandings of the topics. Moving on to the next slide. For some units, students are assigned with a group task, for example, group presentations. So to do so, my two team members and I meet 3 times a week via Zoom to divide our work equally. And this experience has taught me how to communicate with others and how to manage my time efficiently. Moving on to the next slide. There are so many virtual social activities in Monash College, such as the cooking club. Here are some pictures from the cooking club. My friend Mahira is a student leader who hosted a few clubs, such as the cooking club, as you can see. She cooked some delicious meals on the virtual cooking club, where she demonstrated online and shared the recipes with us. Since becoming a member of this club, I've developed lots of friendships and my confidence has grown. It is so much fun to make new friends while learning some new cooking skills. Next slide. So through the breakout rooms created by our teachers, I got to meet new peers and get to know them better. As we are all international students from all around the world, I truly enjoy learning about the different cultures from my friends, and we became really good friends when we're assigned as a group partners. We play online games like Among Us. We watch movies together by having Netflix party, but most importantly, we help each other with our studies, and I am really happy that I've made some amazing lifelong friendships. Thank you so much, and let's head back to Sezer.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Thank you for highlighting, I guess, your experience and sharing all, not just the academic parts of your experience, but also the non-academic and social side to being at Monash College. Friendships are still made online, and it's still possible. It is different, of course, but someone like Ryan, who's actually been in my class, is quite a friendly student, and he has joined quite a few clubs and also done pretty well throughout his studies. So thank you again, Ryan, for sharing that with us. Our commitment is to support you to achieve your best, regardless of if you are studying with us online in the virtual classroom or if you're here face-to-face in Melbourne. So while you're studying online from your home country or in Melbourne, you'll still have access to all of the support services that are available at Monash College. And these support services will help you along the way. We have a dedicated student engagement team, and the student engagement and student support team, they organize a range of clubs, societies for you to join as students and to learn new skills like Ryan described, and to meet other students or new students from all around the world. We also have learning and career advisors who will be able to you'll be able to contact to make sure that you're on the right track for your destination degree and that you're on the right path towards Monash University. To be a successful student, you need to feel supported in all areas of your life. And that's why your health and well-being is a #1 priority for us at Monash College. If you have any problems or concerns, our counselors offer free, confidential counseling to help you with your personal, academic, and emotional challenges. And of course, there are us teachers, and there are quite a few of us teachers, and the teachers here are wonderful. We're always willing to help out, whether that be with academic concerns or non-academic concerns. We are here for you. We have a lot of experience in the Zoom classroom and the face-to-face classroom, and we're here to help you achieve your best together with us. So thank you for joining us today. We hope this has given you a better understanding of what studying in the virtual classroom is like at Monash College. If you need some of your questions answered, we have some important contact information. So I think you may have already seen it, but here it is again. So you can see the marketing@monash.college.edu email. You can send your questions to that email address and we will get back to you. You can also scan this QR code that's here, and I think we all know how to scan QR codes, but this QR code will take you to the virtual classroom webpage where you can watch many more lessons just like this, and you can also hear about student testimonials, so you can hear from a lot more students just like Ryan. So that's all there on that website via this QR code. Once again, this is the email. If you wish to send a question, we will get back to you definitely. Also, please follow us on our social media channels. So that would be Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. You might be able to see people that you already know there, or you may end up on one of those social media channels one day as well. So please look at our social media channels to keep in contact with us as well. Thank you to Ryan, to Jane, and thank you all of you for joining us today. And we hope to see you very, very soon in the virtual classroom or face-to-face at Monash College. See you very soon. Goodbye, and thank you for coming along.